Hello everyone, this is Andrew from Crown Academy of English. Today we are doing a vocabulary lesson and the word is keep. So here is the spelling K-E-E-P and here is the pronunciation keep, keep. So in this lesson you will learn the irregular form of keep, the 5 meanings of keep, and 2 expressions with keep. So let's start. So very quick reminder, keep is an irregular verb, okay? So the present simple is normal. I keep, you keep, he, she or it keeps with an S, we keep, you keep and they keep. Now it's the past form which is irregular. So the past form, so the past simple is kept, kept, K-E-P-T. And it is also kept for the past participle. Okay, so kept is wrong. Okay, this is a big mistake. So never say this and never write this. Okay, kept, this is wrong. Okay, now let's look at the 5 meanings. Okay, so meaning number 1. This is the most usual meaning, the most common. And it means to continue to have something or to continue to possess something. So here is an example. I like this photograph. Can I keep it? Can I keep it? So I have a photograph here and I'm asking, can I continue to have it? In other words, can I keep it? A very common example. Mark didn't give me back my keys. He kept them. He kept them. So here we are using the past simple tense. Okay, he didn't return the keys to me. He kept them. Okay, so he continued to possess them. Meaning number 2. To own animals and to take care of them. Okay, so to own or possess animals and to take care of those animals. Now be careful, this is usually only for like wild animals or animals that we keep or that we have outside, okay, outside of the house. So here's an example. The farmer keeps pigs. The farmer keeps pigs. So this means that the farmer owns pigs and he takes care of the pigs. And it often also means that the farmer perhaps breeds the pigs. So the pigs have baby pigs. Okay. Mark keeps chickens. Mark keeps chickens. So this means that Mark, he owns chickens and he takes care of them. And so the chickens are outside, perhaps in the garden, and here the pigs are outside in the farm. Okay. But be careful. We do not use keep for pets in the home. So for family pets. So we don't use this for dogs and cats, for example. So here's a cat. So this is wrong. We don't say Jane keeps a cat. Okay, because keeps is only for animals like this, who are outside. We say Jane simply, Jane has a cat, or Jane owns a cat. Okay, so Jane has a cat. Okay, so keeps, it's more for farm animals. Okay, so like pigs, chickens, sheep, geese. Okay. Meaning number 3. To watch and take care of children. So this is a similar meaning to babysit. Okay, it's a very similar idea. So here is an example. Mark kept the children while Jane was working. So Mark kept the children, past simple, while Jane was working. So Jane was busy. She couldn't look after the children. So Mark kept them. Mark kept them. So Mark watched over the children and he took care of the children. Okay. And here we have it as a question. Claire says, I have to go out. Can you keep the children? Can you keep the children? Okay. So a very common example is people often ask, parents often ask their own parents to look after the children. So the grandparents keep the children. Okay, keep the grandchildren. Okay, so Claire says, I have to go out. I have to leave the house. Can you keep the children? Can you take care of them? Okay. Meaning number 4. To stay in a particular state or condition. And we have this form, keep followed by an adjective. So keep plus adjective. Very common example. Please keep quiet in the library. Okay. So this means please be quiet and continue to be quiet. That's what this means. Be quiet and stay quiet. Okay, continue to be quiet. So please keep quiet in the library. So there's the idea here of being quiet for a duration of time. Okay, so during your stay in the library, be quiet. That's what this means. So please keep quiet in the library. Another common example, Mark is trying to keep warm. Mark is trying to keep warm. So he's trying to be warm and to stay warm while he's outside. Okay, so Mark is trying to keep warm. So notice here again we have the verb keep followed by the adjective. So the adjective is warm. We can also have a slightly more complicated structure. We can have also perhaps this structure, keep followed by direct object followed by an adjective. And a common example is Mark is trying to keep his hands warm. You see, his hands. Mark is trying to keep his hands warm. So keep, direct object, the adjective. Okay, so this is what he's trying to keep warm, his hands. And here this is more general. This is Mark is trying to keep himself warm. Okay, so we don't need a direct object here. It's implied. We understand that the object is in fact Mark. Mark is trying to keep warm. Okay? Meaning number 5. To continue doing something. This is a very common meaning. To do something repeatedly. So to do something again and again and again and again. Okay? Over and over. And the form here is keep plus the ing form of a verb. Example. Sarah says, David is annoying me. And Claire asks, why? And Sarah says, he keeps calling me. He keeps calling me. So this means that he calls me repeatedly. He calls me again and again and again and again. Okay, so it's annoying Sarah. Okay, so to keep calling me. So keep, we have the verb keep, and this is the ing form of the verb call. Why does he keep shouting? So here we have the question form. Why does he keep shouting? So this means why does he continue to shout? Why does he shout repeatedly, again and again and again? Okay, so this is the question form. Keep shouting, which is keep plus the ing form of the verb shout. Okay, so now let's look at two very useful expressions with keep. Keep a promise. Can you guess what this means? To do what you said you would do. To do what you promised to do. Example. Mark asks, "Will you call me later?" And Jane says, "Yes, I promise." And then later in the evening, Jane called Mark at 8 p.m. Therefore, she kept her promise. She kept her promise. So she did what she had promised to do. Okay, so she did what she had promised to do. She kept her promise. The opposite of this, imagine Jane didn't call Mark at 8 p.m. and she didn't call him at all in the evening. Then we could say she broke her promise. She broke. And broke is the past simple form of break. Okay, so we say keep a promise, and the opposite is to break a promise. Okay? And keep a secret. Can you guess what this means? It means to not tell anyone a secret that you know. Okay, so you have some private information, but you do not share it with anyone. Here is an example. Mark says, "I'm going to move to New York. Please don't tell anyone." Okay, so I'm going to move to New York. Please don't tell anyone. So this is, in other words, this is a secret. This is secret information. And Claire says, "Don't worry, I can keep a secret. I can keep a secret." So don't worry, I'm perfectly capable of not telling anyone. Okay, I will keep the information private. That's what this means. Okay. So there we are. That's the end of the lesson. I hope you enjoyed it. Feel free to check out our website. And here are some other videos that I recommend.